Well, welcome to the new video room. I hope you had a great bank holiday weekend. I'm now in this room. This is Helen's old bedroom. We call it the garden room now. It may become more decorated, I hope it does. Anyway, my back ached after this long, hot, lovely Easter weekend, and I had to do lots and lots of stretches to ease my back out, and it reminded me of springtime. Didn't have to be Easter, but Easter, if the weather was good, precipitated it. But really the first good weather weekend would mean that on Monday I'd get lots of texts, messages, phone calls saying, "I've done my back in, Kim, can I book an appointment?" And among other things, as well as the shiatsu, I would recommend some Qigong exercises. Sometimes my clients weren't into the imagery of Qigong, and so I would use exercises which are not strictly speaking Qigong, but you do them with a Qigong mentality. And it's a similar sort of mentality to when you practice yoga. You know, you relax into a stretch, you don't grit your teeth into the stretch. So we're going to do a few minutes of simple exercises. If you're in the garden, you can do them little and often. So one of the first things of any gardening is try and change what you're actually doing, so you don't spend hours in one particular position. You spend half an hour at the most, depending on your body, and then you choose something else to do. And in between, every time the back says, "Oh," you know, don't hide it. Pretend you've got an audience. Make the movement big, histrionic, whole body. Oh, opening up, releasing. Oh. If you're an extrovert and there are people in other gardens nearby you, or you're sharing your space with family, just show off, make the noise, and if you're on your own you can just go crazy. You don't need to worry. So in between everything you're doing, big histrionic yawns. And that applies to anything where you're in a fixed position. If you're spending a lot of time in front of the computer, every time you complete an email, every time you complete a section of a project you're doing, get up, stretch, make those big noises, reach up and open. Oh. And you can see that the position I've ended up adopting can be turned into a formal stretch. So one of the most common Qigong movements is known as supporting the sky. You'll find it in lots of different styles of Qigong. So whether you're doing this as part of a formal Qigong practice for 25-30 minutes every morning, or whether it's in between things you're doing in the house, at the end of washing up the dishes, anything where you've been in a fixed position and the body needs to move. Feet under the shoulders, knees soft, start in that lovely Qigong posture, feeling the earth beneath your feet, getting that support and stability from the ground, acknowledging it, connecting with that lovely golden thread, puppet string, sky hook that comes down from the sky and draws you up, takes the weight of your head off your shoulders, takes the weight of the upper body off the lumbar spine, lifts the whole body, lightening the load that the hips and the knees and the ankles carry around all the time. Breathing, noticing your breath. If the breath is in the chest, that's fine. But with your mind just going down to the belly, feeling the waistband of the trousers getting a bit tighter as you breathe in, a little looser as you breathe out. That image of breathing in and filling the belly up, like a big bellied Buddha. You breathe in, the belly fills. You breathe out, the belly empties. Breathing in energy, chi, oxygen, however you like to imagine it. Breathing out waste, carbon dioxide. Breathing out anything you no longer need. Creating that magic word, space, for the next breath in. And from that space, the arms come up, backs of the hands resting on the top of your head, middle fingers just touching. If your shoulders won't reach this position, you can adapt it. Bring the arms forward to the point where you feel the stretch, but you're not gritting your teeth, you're not saying, God, this is painful. So listen to your body, we're all different. And from that position, just imagine a fairly heavy plank resting on the palms of your hands. Not balsa wood, you need to make some effort, but definitely not a railway sleeper. Something you have the ability to lift. Feel it pressing on the palms of your hands, flattening the palms. Take a deep breath in, and just imagine lifting that plank up. Feel it pressing on the palms of the hands, and don't think big movement. Only as far as you can keep and really feel that plank flattening your hands. At the highest point, just pause, let the belly soften, breathe in, and the plank pushes your hands down. At the bottom, the belly softens. Breathe out. Nose breathing if your nose is clear. At the highest point, the belly softens. Don't let the plank disappear when you breathe in. It pushes your hands down. That's good. Breathe out. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Belly softens, plank pushes your hands down. We'll just do one more. Breathe out. Lifting, lifting, really feeling that plank pressing on the palms of the hands. At your highest point, belly softens, plank pushes your hands down, and then back to the basic standing position. Little wriggle, the neck and shoulders do tighten up, so don't hold that tension, release it. It's a good movement for creating warmth, for creating heat. There we are, that'll do. And I think we'll finish this video and then we'll do some other gardening Qigong exercises for gardeners movements later on.